guys, Assalamualaikum. Today we're gonna talk about human-computer interaction. The definition of human-computer interaction is the study of how people interact with computers and to what extent computers are or are not developed for successful interaction with human beings. It also study of how people interact with technology interfaces. These include computer and how people interact with keyboard, mouse, and monitor to retrieve, process, and search for information. But this also includes almost all other pieces to these technologies such as cell phones, MP3 players, and the iPod. A significant number of major corporations and academic institutions now study human-computer interaction. Historically, and with some exceptions, computer system developers have not paid much attention to computer ease of use. Many computer users today would argue that computer makers are still not paying enough attention to making their products user-friendly. However, computer system developers might argue that computers are extremely complex products to design and make, and that the demand for the services that computers can provide has always outdriven the demand for ease of use. Human-computer interaction involves the design, implementation, and evaluation of interactive computer-based systems. The focus is on the user, their task, and their environment.
Why we are using human-computer interaction? It is because to develop or improve the safety, utility, effectiveness, and usability of computer-based system. Secondly, it can increase the productivity and creativity. Next, to maximize individual and societal benefits from technological advances. And lastly, we want to make people happy and satisfied by enjoying the technology.
The main objective is to create a user-friendly design that is easy to learn and use. It is also about understanding people, their tasks, and environment. Secondly, it also can creating appropriate interfaces and interaction techniques. Next, it can also evaluating and comparing interfaces. And lastly, developing methodologies for designing interfaces. Human-computer interaction describes the relationship between computers and people who use them to perform business-related tasks. For the concept of human-computer interaction, it applies to everything from the concept of smartphones to global networks. Basically everything. A good user interface must be transparent. You see right through the interface, does not distract users and also attract too much attention. But why we pay attention to human-computer interaction? It is because to enhance productivity. For the example of human-computer interaction is the gaming joystick. Formerly, this gaming joystick known as the control column, the first joystick to be used in gaming was brought out with the release of Sega's arcade game, which is Missile. This was the first game to make use of a joystick with a fire button. This shooter simulation game utilized the joystick to steer and shoot missiles into oncoming planes displayed on a screen. The second one is virtual reality. The history of virtual reality is disputed, but the Sword of Damocles is widely recognized as the first virtual reality head-mounted display system. Sutherland described the idea behind his three-dimensional display to present the user with a perspective image that changes as the person moves. Although primitive in nature, the device was described as being successful in ensuring the user could not tell the difference between the real world and the virtual augmentation of reality. Our next example is the smartwatch. While the first data entry watch came out in 1983 by Seiko, the first lineup power smartwatch was designed by Mann in 1998. Known as the father of wearable computing, Mann's smartwatch boasted a 16-bit processor and 128 KB of RAM and was designed to communicate wirelessly with personal computers and cell phones. Lastly is Google Voice Search App. Initially named Voice Action, this app allows users to interact with their phones by making Google queries. When the app was first released on Android cell phones, users could conduct a Google search and make only 6 commands: send text to, call, go to, navigate to, directions to, and map off. For the implementation of human-computer interaction, it divides into two categories, which is implementation support and implementation impact. For implementation support, it is programming tools. It will measure the level of services for programmers. Secondly, windowing systems. It covers support for separate and simultaneous user system activity. Next, programming the application and control of dialogue. Next, interaction toolkits, which is bring programming closer to level of user perception. Lastly, user interface management system, which is control relationship between presentation and functionality. Next is for the implementation of impact. Firstly, intention. Secondly, metric. Third, people. Fourth, activities. Fifth, context. And lastly, technologies.